Okay guys, so this video recording is for my final project at Flatiron School, my capstone project. Super excited, been working really hard on this, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna start my backend server, and then I'm gonna switch to my front end folder, and I'm gonna start my server there as well. All right, so this is my homepage, guys. So I built an application that can create and manage invoices, guys. So I have a navigation bar here, simple setup, homepage. This is the account. So in future, I intend to implement a login page here with a login form, but for now, all the accounts are listed here. So let's start with account functionality. Let's sign up, create a new account. I'm gonna call this um, new company. I'm gonna say 55 new way with a new city with a zip code of 8976 and USMA. Submit. As you can see, I have a new account here. Let's get into that. We don't have any invoices here yet, so it will reflect here. As we have more invoices, this will dynamically update as well. I have an edit button function, edit button right here for the company. I can click that. I can change the name to something, address or anything if you need to edit that. Okay, I can call this company company and co. Call this company and co. And submit. As you can see, the name changed here, company and co. Okay, so let's add a new invoice for this account. I'm gonna call it website design. I'm gonna give it a due date of 2 weeks from now, so that's 15 days. I'm gonna set the status to draft. I'm gonna say Mr. Client at mail.com, client way, client city 89776, and I'm calling USA again. Okay, I'm gonna add a new item here. New item price. Set it to $500. Quantity, I'm gonna set it to 1. And this form has like I can dynamically generate input fields here, guys. So this also saves the previous state. So everything that has already been typed up, well, entered into the form is already saved and in the state, and I can add more item to that. And I could also delete and go back to the previous state. So, when I submit the form to my backend, so it's going to go with the complete data, okay, with all the data that's been either generated or to the previous state after deleting the item. So we're gonna call this hours. I'm gonna say $50 an hour. I'm gonna put 45 hours, and I hit submit, and I should see a new invoice here, right? The price, the invoice amount, everything gets calculated in the backend and sent back data. The color of the status also gets dynamically generated, so draft has yellow, paid has green, and pending has red. I can view the invoice, and you can see details about the invoice in here, the company name, address, everything. All the information here again is going to be different for every individual invoice here. Okay, so I have a couple of functionalities here in the invoice page as well. I can edit the invoice, like let's say for example I can change the status to pending here, okay, and I hit submit, and it should change. Now it's pending, the color has changed, right? Let's go back to that, and I can also delete the invoice. As you can see, now I no longer have any invoices. I'm gonna go back to one of my accounts here where I have already seeded in some data. Okay, so I have a bunch of invoices here. So let's go and try do something inside here. Okay, so we went over the edit, the delete, and now I have this button, export as PDF. So this will download the file as PDF, and now you have the option of saving it onto your computer. And then lastly, I also have this functionality for printing. You print, and it just prints the page. That currently I don't have a printer connected to my laptop, so you don't see the option, but if you do on your computer, you should see it over here. As you can see, I have none. If you have a computer, you will see an option to print. And that's it pretty much, guys. It's a single page application, back end on Ruby on Rails, and the front end React Redux, guys. Okay, thank you for taking the time to watch this video.